Happy 30th anniversary Wave.
Χρόνια πολλά Wave. Muclo Jirlaš Wave.
Srećno 30 godina rada Wave mreži.
Pembroke Happus Wave. Happy birthday Wave.
In 94, the United Nations Preparatory Conference for the European region for the Beijing conference in 95 took place in Vienna. So that was a good occasion to meet. And that's the first time we sat down and we said, okay, let's try to form a network. That was another interesting part of the foundation of WAVE, that it was so connected to the Beijing conference.
And we connected and networked through that and began to realise that we had lots of similar challenges, lots to learn from each other and lots to gain from working in solidarity with each other.
And the whole idea was to put together a directory to write them down, all the women's organizations on the feminist principles that work directly with women. In the beginning, we all had to call them. I mean, whoever was organizing you had to call one by one, you know. So having this idea at that time without the internet in 94, you know, you could not just, you know, Google anything, to connect, to collect all our women's feminist organizations in all these countries. I mean, this is really crucial for our work, you know, because really we who work with women directly, we cannot be in our organization isolated from other organizations.
So with WAVE, we built a European network of services. And so we have a more specialized information that comes from the work directly with survivors. It's not an academic approach, it's a baseline approach, which I think it's really, really important.
Snor havormen WAVE hier sunjer dartsa.
Zeer van harte gefeliciteerd WAVE met jullie 30ste verjaardag.
All good is WAVE viering 30 jaar en nog veel jaren daarbij.
Ett stort grattis till WAVEs 30-årsjubileum.
Parabéns pelos 30 anos, WAVE.
When it started in 94, Europe was massively changing because the wall had come down in 89 and that the breakup of the Soviet state and the emergence of these smaller countries who became part of the European construct. So there's been something really big happening in Europe since then.
From the end of the 19th until about 2010, a certain positive spirit of optimism were clearly noticeable in many European countries.
Women really could make progress on national level, international level, regional level, and lots of initiatives were founded to, of course, many services. So it was developing quite fast. And I would say one element where it all came together is the Istanbul Convention, of course.
In 2011, the Istanbul Convention was added, which was another climber of hope.
From my perspective, the biggest achievement of collective work was Istanbul Convention. The impact, particularly of the WAVE to creation of Istanbul Convention advocacy work, trying to influence decision makers in different European countries, and also promoting and campaigning for the ratification.
Feministische, kämpferische, solidarische Grüße für das Netzwerk WAVE.
WAVE, vse najboljše za 30. rojstni dan. Upamo, da bomo še mnoga leta skupaj.
Lo Bratla Hanadic WAVE.
Честита 30 годишнина WAVE. Честит рожден ден.
Felicidades a WAVE para los 30 años de trabajo.
What was very important, and now we can see even more how important it was, that WAVE was from the beginning a wide European network.
We've been a member of WAVE over 20 years or so, and it has been a great learning platform for sharing, connecting, and working together.
We are members of WAVE network for a long time now. Many of the moments that we shared as being a member are related to the fact that we are not alone anymore, that you feel protected, that you are part of a larger scale network, that somebody from another country, from so many countries actually, feel your pain, understand your problem, and some of them actually have solutions from your problem.
We are WAVE's members since WAVE's beginning, and it's important as I come from a smaller NGO, and it's so nice to see that we have the local level and then the national level and then the international level, and WAVE goes beyond Europe.
When we met WAVE, we were from a small organisation in a small country, isolated for various political reasons, and meeting WAVE and the WAVE team meant that we immediately became a part of a global movement. We felt the solidarity, we felt the exchange of information and knowledge, and more than anything, we felt the strength behind the women's movement.
I'm so glad that we are joining the network from 2020 during COVID time, and WAVE has played an amazing role or a big role in our journey as organization that it advocate for vulnerable group by helping us directly in our capacity building beside networking and raise our voice to represent our beneficiary.
COVID was, of course, a shock for the whole world, for everyone. And as we know, for now, we can say it was a moment where the women who were in violent situations were really isolated. And I can say with pride that we managed to really, really give those women, through our members, a voice and an answer. WAVE has also faced wars in their members' countries, starting with ex-Yugoslavia and Ukraine, unfortunately.
After the beginning of Russian full-scale invasion of Ukraine, WAVE was the first organization that expressed solidarity to Ukraine, providing necessary support like financial support, psychological support, and that make us feel that we are not alone, that there are always going to be people that can help us.
And this once show again that women's organizations are the first to respond to crisis situation.
Despite the difficulties, all these years, WAVE Network managed to keep this network not only alive and active, but it is extended.
WAVE remains as vital today as it was 30 years ago, as we are facing complex challenges, such as the rise of global armed conflicts and the organized backlash against women's rights in many countries, including gender neutrality.
So we better stick together and support each other and make sure that what we have gained will continue to be a gain for us.
We committed to our lives to other women and against violence against women, and being together with activists with such commitment is also liberating. Because when you once open your eyes and see the world as it is, with so much violence against women, then you cannot really, you cannot live some other life without this consciousness.
And we have this networking and we have the flow of information between countries thanks to WAVE. So together we have created something marvelous.
On that note, we want to thank in particular our funders for the financial support offered throughout the years. We couldn't have done this without you. We want to thank in particular the European Commission, the Oak Foundation, and the Austrian ministries for their amazing support. Thank you.
Waves vulucav отстатителис юбилес.
Wave с 30-м юбилеями.
Поздравляю с 30-м днем рождения, Wave.
Bon anniversaire, gelukkig verjaardag, alles Gute zum Geburtstag from Belgium.
Happy 30th anniversary, Wave.